Where was I? Oh yeah. okay, okay. Part two of my campus life. Now, Shannon and Wilson has been argued in their piece that a setup that gives the professors a powerful and sensitive to avoid decision of anything that might be deemed offensively or insensitive to various social identities and political viewpoints has been listed or not listed by grace of etc. But there's more on this op-ed if you know what I'm saying. A biology professor may avoid teaching about sexual dysmorphism. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, as far as we're concerned. A fear of being mislabeled, to the insensitive, to gender identity. Professors of political philosophy, history, and literature may avoid introducing the text of John C. Calhoun, Abraham Lincoln, Mark Twain. Oh yeah, I know. Tom Sawyer, or Tom Sawyer, or whatever happens to Huckleberry Finn. So is Beecher Stowe, Frederick Douglass, or Flannery O'Connor. For their fear of sometimes racially charged language, and may be interpreted as sensitivity. But what about the Catholic teachers? Yeah, teaching the prizes of philosophical reasoning. But one cannot reason with others if the mere posing an argument could be deemed an act of bias. So, what if I told you you might think you're so smart about the design to stifle Catholic moral teaching? Well, here's why. Sheehan and Wilson has been added to their courses of Catholic theological thing will be hampered due to the diversity, focusing on student submit evaluations. And this is why those who teach courses about Catholic doctrine on marriage and the family may now live in fear that their own university will treat such viewers and those who teach about them or as sensitive or worse. They noted in the fact the sensitivity questions appears almost perfectly designed to stifle Catholic moral teaching in the classroom. And furthermore, well, you guessed it, at a minimum, accusations of insensitivity, injustice, and bigotry will become the part of the faculty permanent record. And how long? Well, it will be, professors try to cease to challenge their students for fear of losing their career and livelihoods. And that's what the piece just, oh boy. So what comes next on the list of things? Well, guess what? What? List of things or what? Well, guess what? We urge our own university as well as other... Don't go over there. Liberal all arts institutions to reject such ideological policing and recommit themselves to the principles of I won't say it. Education. Sheehan And Wilson wrote, adding that this cannot be achieved in this atmosphere of imposing, imposed silence. Silence! We professors professors and our students must be free of think and question and debate. Surely respecting diversity must also all allow for diversity of thought. So was that mean? So what did Villanova has to say about this? Well, in my opinion, oh yeah. Hello, Cassandra. In my opinion, Villanova just yesterday had said this yesterday that it didn't immediately respond to the Blaze request for comment on the professor's op-ed piece. Uh-oh. See what you've been up against? Well, guess what? What did the readers have to say about this? A cursory glance at some of the 600 plus responses on this op-ed piece from the Wall Street Journal, and it has to appear to be a show of this decided agreement with the thrust of the piece. Huh. Oh boy. To wrap things up, as a tenured Fuller professor of CUNY, what? Oh gosh. There's more. Wonder how long Mrs. Sheehan and Mr. Wilson will remain on staff. And it sounds like it's and it remains on staff, and it sounds like they need to re-educate it. And it appears that Villanova happily acceded to the demands of, you guessed it, sexual culture, such as Georgetown, Marquette, and Notre Dame, and so many others. But scholarships has been teaching the Catholic faith, a philosophy, will continue to suffer. Now, some of they said that liberal education, but the reality is, May school pushing the progressive left agendas, which are not liberal. So here is the biggest part of this one. Biggest part of this one. The biggest part is this: freedom our country has ever faced. The progressives try to take over, that's right. The education of our youth, and from K to grad school, and they're being brainwashed, indoctrinated, and cleansed from their logic individually, and then are taught in any deviation. The prescribed agenda is not wrong, but evil. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God, why? But the moral of my Campus Life video blog story is this. Why in the world you try to do this? For liberals, progressives has no objection whatsoever? I guess you have no attention Anyways, hacked up to the college place. You know what I'm talking about. That's my Kevin's Life video vlog story. I was We're right back with hashtag only on Facebook. Watch. After this, stay tuned. We'll be right back.